Alright guys, welcome back to BB's Basement. We got a quad focused leg day today. So we'll probably do a little bit of squats, we'll probably keep it a little bit light. We'll do some Smith machine squats. Really kind of just try to go for more reps. But yeah, we'll get right into it. We will probably do some goblet squats too. And then definitely calves. We always do calves on leg day. So alright. Let's take this breathe and let's get it over with. Alright guys, in light of having a light leg day today, we're just going to start with one plate on each side, 135. We're going to do squats. We're going to really try to sit down as far as we can. We're going to try to explode back up. We're only going to go up to 225 on actual squats. We're going to try to work on more depth, sitting down in the squat. And kind of like foot position too, a little bit. So we're only going to do up to 225, and yeah, I'm not sure what the rep count's going to be, but we're hoping for a little bit higher. But normally I don't do like high rep squats, but trying to tone out the legs a little bit rather than put more mass to them. So let's get right into it. Also a little bit of help on my knees. If you can't hear them crack every time I squat down. Alright, try to do a little bit quicker leg day today too. I had to help my mom with something after work, so getting to my lift a little bit later than I normally like to. So in light of trying to still get a full lift in my normal allotted time that I give myself, we're going to try to do combined exercises. So we'll do a superset on this. We'll probably do a superset with the Smith machine squats and the calf raises, and then we'll probably finish off with I don't know yet, but we'll finish off with something else. There was a question on one of my videos. I'll respond to the actual comment that he said too, but the question was along the lines of like, how do I work out at home? So we'll try to answer the time aspect, at least here, during this video. But for me, the gym has always been something that I enjoy doing, so I've always tried to make time for it, whether it was junior year, trying to go right after classes, before classes, or right before they close the gym. So I think setting the tone that the gym's something I care about was important, like in my family. Obviously my wife's pregnant right now, so she's not really able to work out too much. But before, she was coming to the gym every morning with me, doing treadmill for an hour before we went to work. And then we would lift right after work every single day. So it kind of like solidified the the gym experience for both of us. So when we bought this house, it was kind of one of the dreams of mine to always have a home gym. And I know it's not like the most perfect gym, but it gets the job done, and I think that's what is important. You could really work out at home with just resistance bands or a set of dumbbells. And personally, if I was only getting a set of dumbbells, I'd get something adjustable. Like I said, those Eisen links were only like $450 on Black Friday, so that was a good deal. But yeah, just trying to budget for it was important. But then ultimately it was like picking good pieces of equipment for a relatively good price. Obviously, like a rack like this would be like $4,000 from Rogue or something like that. So this rack was $1,550 minus, I think it was $300 for Black Friday. That's why it's blue. It was the only color that was on sale. So buying the sales was important to me. And then even the weights, like we got married and had our wedding registry, so before we made like a purchase, we put all the weights on the wedding registry and used the discount for the gym. So that saved a ton of money. But yeah, we'll do this set and then we'll keep talking about it a little bit more. Again, we'll try to sit back down a little bit further with these. We'll go for probably sets of 8, if it feels good. But yeah, gonna get started. I do a more high bar squat, if you haven't noticed. So I might try to start lowering it, but we'll see. This round. But yeah, we're definitely not the best budget people, so this might not have been the greatest financial decision I've ever made, but as you see, I've been, this will be 23 days straight, I think, so it's something that I enjoy having. So now I just gotta hunker down a little bit, try not to buy anything else. Get this next set, goblet squats in, and we might end up going down to the 50s just because it's a drop set, but, or a superset, but we'll see for this one. Alright, so now with all that being said about the gym, working out at home, logistically, working out at home is actually easier than working out at a gym. Before, when I would work out at the gym, I would have to bring clothes to work, bring an extra backpack, bring deodorant and all that jazz to work, change at a locker room at the gym, which, I mean, no one likes to see the old sweaty naked dudes in there. Wait for exercise equipment, wait for all this stuff. So actually, even with filming, my lifts have arguably been a little bit shorter. Not as much dilly-dally time. The one thing I do miss about the in-person, I guess not home gym experience is interacting with people. I lift relatively heavy, I guess, so when I pick up the 100-pound dumbbells or even 120s, like, it was a good feeling when I knew people were like looking at me, like seeing what I was gonna do with them, and then I could bust out a set of dumbbell press. So don't get me wrong, there's some ego to the lifting experience that keeps you wanting to go back. But yeah, I think this for me is my ego, is the posting online. You guys can shit talk me all you want, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna go back and look at these videos and be like, damn, look how much progress I've made. So yeah, I think having a home gym is really kind of what you make of it. But I just decided this is something I want in my life. This is something that I'm gonna want in my kid's life. And then if I do eventually compete in powerlifting, obviously this will help. But yeah, plus whenever friends come over, they're gonna want to lift. So I already got some buddies lined up to try to hit some PRs on bench. They want to pass 315, so I want them to do it here. So I'm gonna eventually get like a board up, like with the everybody's lifts are that come to the gym, which to me right now is just me. So yeah, I think it'll be kind of cool. But yeah, a lot of it is just dedicating time to it. Obviously, it's going to be a lot harder once the baby's here, but that's why I set aside this hour 20 after work already to do my lifts. So, and right now it's nice because I wouldn't say nice, but right now is like a good day for a lift because my wife's at work too until 7 o'clock. So I get this time to work, make my video, take a shower, edit, whatever it be, and then I can cook some dinner. So yeah, no more dilly-dallying. Let's get into this set here. We got another squat set, go for another 8, then we might bump down the weight. We'll do the battle squat in between, obviously, but we'll go for 8 and we'll bump down the weight, probably go for 10 to 12, and then we'll move on to some of the Smith machine exercises. So let's get into it. No more waiting around. I don't know how many I did. It's probably 8. Move this over. Alright, try to get the camera somewhere. Still talk. If I can. You guys have to let me know if you like this kind of video where I'm kind of talking about at least more or less my life a little bit throughout the video. I don't mind doing it, but it's definitely new for me, so could sound stupid and I might just cut it, but we'll see. All right, we got our final squat set here. Go for 10 to 12. Hopefully we get at least 10. I mean, we'll power through it if not, I guess. So let's go ahead and get it. All right, we'll keep the same weight. Sure, we've already done it for this many sets, so try it for 8 maybe, 8 to 10. So it's good. Oh. All right, we're gonna move on to some calves here. We'll do a superset of these and the close-legged, not split squats, but squats. Yeah, let's get started. This will probably be our last thing for the day, like both of these, but that's okay. Still getting the lift in, that's what matters. We just got 135 on the bar here. Re-rack, adjust our feet a little bit. Front forward, feet together. Oh, yeah, that's tough. All right, we got set number 2 here. We'll see what time it is when I get done with set 3, but just fair warning, might only do 3. Get a reset in. legs forward more. And we're going down. This is a superset. It's terrible. Whose idea was this? Alright, let's get set number 3 in. We will be done after this. With a little physique check. Don't worry about that. And then a video close out. So. Get these calf raises. Reset. Whew. And pain. Alright, we'll get a little leg check in here. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see on the camera here, but quad is definitely getting a little bit better. But yeah, a pretty good leg day. Alright guys, I think we had a pretty good leg day. Again, keep going with the sebum isolate, cinnamon crunch cereal. We're almost done. So we'll be switching up soon. You probably couldn't see that at all, but let's open it. Got one scoop of that. Alright. So again, if there's any questions you got about home gyms or exercises or anything really in my life, I'll try to answer everything, which will be easy because there's only like 1 or 2 people that comment on some videos. So if you like what I'm doing, let me know. It is encouraging. I get pretty excited every time I see a notification of someone liking or leaving a comment. So definitely appreciate it, guys. Let me know if you liked me talking about a little bit of like my life and what has led me to doing the home gym and everything like that, even if it has nothing to do with the gym. Figure I could try to grow this platform and kind of be just about myself. But yeah, you can see we got quite a bit of sweat during this quick little leg day. So fast but effective, that's the name of the game sometimes. But yeah, you can hear, maybe even see, we got a cat here trying to get in the camera. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to see more of. If you guys like this new split that I'm doing, if you've tried this split that I'm working on right now, just let me know. be interesting to see what other people think about it. But yeah, we'll go ahead and end off this video. So yeah, thanks for tuning in to BB's Basement again. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you.